What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to another episode of my Path to Power on a big episode number 81. And we are headed out, and we are going to pick up the 88 rated Pepe, the Portuguese center back from Real Madrid, to replace our regular Pepe. And I've got to say, he is unbelievable. I have no idea why he goes for such a small coin total. He is one of the strongest center backs that I have used in Ultimate Team, period, hands down, no questions about it. And some players, that's just how they roll. That's just how, the cookie crumbles with that sort of thing. I wanted to ask you guys to give me a little bit more feedback. I've got a few more episodes per se of the goalkeeper action, if you I suppose if you kind of catch my drift. Well, not if you catch my drift, but I got a couple more games that I've played with that team, and so I think maybe I'll just do highlights for that. It seems most people wanted to see, at the end of it, wanted to see highlights versus the whole match. If you guys want to see the whole match, though, do indeed let me know, and I can maybe figure out a way to work it out where I can upload that as an unlisted video. And if you feel like watching the whole match instead of just the highlights, you can go to that. So I don't know, we can figure that out. But I had a great and a wonderful stream yesterday. So thank you for all of you that tuned in for that. That first match ends, though, at 1-0, literally, with that Adebayor goal. And I was struggling with this team. And this is an extremely strong team, and I could not figure out what was going on with them. Part of me wants to say that I felt like I might have been getting the H word a little bit, which I've already come out and said I don't really believe in. So I don't really know what it was, but like Nasri didn't seem as quick. Adebayor and Balotelli both felt super lazy, which I know that they're a bit lazy to begin with. But this is just a wonderful little passing sequence, or at least I thought so. Just kind of playing this is kind of just my style, waiting for the chance to come, and little back heel. Oh, he failed. But it went to Balotelli, so it's all good. Super Mario, rip your shirt off, or do your default celebration, which is the shh. And when I get shushed on Ultimate Team, that's one of the few things that gets me a little bit worked up, especially if it's a silly goal. But Rakitic, I was sure he was going to put that into the back of the net right there without a problem, but he did not. And this is just Pepe showing off his strength, his bodying ability. This defender stood no real chance right there. And Pepe, go on, get the rock, bring it back. Let's see if we can get one more. But it would not be, so 2-0. And defensively, this team is wonderful. I hardly ever get scored on, and I hardly ever get attacked against, which is, part of the battle as a center back. I want to say, hey, the easiest way to have a good offense is to have a strong defense, because if you have a strong defense, they can't break you down, and you're always going to be attacking, counterattacking, all things like that. But then with the three-back formation, it's like, hey, if you have a good offense, when are they even going to get the chance to attack you? And so I think that's where I try to, if I have the ball and have possession, how are they going to go about attacking me? That I don't know the answer to. So we are on to are we into the semis right now? I think we must be into the semi-final match of this tournament. And still, third minute here, stealing the ball back from him. Finally, he somehow made it into my final third all the way off a kickoff, which does happen from time to time, but we end up sending Mario Balotelli in on through. Swoop right on by him and just crushes it back into the net. Fourth minute goal, and we are on our way to victory. I feel so bad doing that shush celebration as it's Balotelli's default. Usually I just hold A with players to do whatever their default celebration is, but with Balotelli's default celebration being that, really, what can you do here? But we get another corner kick in this match, and Rakitic puts it in. A big Adebayor, 6'3", puts it in the 45th minute. And so we are, at this point, 2-goal lead, well on our way. And I decided to make some subs after halftime, because some players just weren't feeling right. I know Adebayor scored a goal, but I felt Balotelli was outperforming him. Still had Van Persie on our bench, so we decided to bring him on. And we decided to put one of my favorite players on Ultimate Team, Giuseppe Rossi, in at that CAM position and see if he could help us get a few more goals there. But he manages to swoop it back for me. Poor defending. Crosses it in, and Suarez beats Cáceres to the header for yet another header goal scored against us. Quite a few there, but Balotelli swoops it away, and he's in away on the goal. And this is one of my favorite little step-over combos. I've told you that before. You cut inside, and it freezes the defender just enough to say, oh no, he's going to finesse shot it. And then you instantly go right back down the other way with the step-overs, and he's like, oh god, I just turned around and ran away from that direction. I'm for sure about to get scored on, and he did indeed. David Villa and Giuseppe Rossi linking up right here, and eventually puts free Balotelli, puts him in on goal, and we find Giuseppe Rossi, who fail on the right foot. His right foot is not extremely strong, but his left foot is, so we'll just run it back outside the box and get a nice little hooked finesse shot into the back of the net in the 80th minute to give us a 4-1 lead. And at this point, it was all but over. Or maybe that's a 3-1, 4-1 lead. That's what it was. And he scores one right there with Carlos Tevez. Briefly want to touch on Diego Lopez. That looked like a really weak goal to get scored on, even though it was placed right into the bottom corner. But Diego Lopez is hands down the best in-form keeper that I have used on Ultimate Team. Now, let me tell you, I have not used an in-form Neuer. I have not used an in-form or Team of the Season Buffon, but this man has made some unbelievable saves for me. And if you have the spare, I think it goes for 40-ish thousand coins, something like that. If you are looking for a goalkeeper from La Liga, or if you can link up with a Spanish keeper somehow, he is your man without a doubt. So we decided to sell our attack and switch it up. I already have an idea of who I want to go for. If you want to leave suggestions, you can do that. Also, the Facebook poll for Deck Decider for which 4 nationalities I will be using is still up and available. You can vote. It's www.facebook.com/AirJapesFIFA. The link will be in the description. And this will be the last day. I'll probably at some point today cap it and say, all right, I'm picking the top 4 nations from this, and I'm going to get the Deck Decider action good and started. I think we'll probably do a little more goalkeeper action maybe tomorrow. I've got to edit it up, though, probably into just the highlights. Also, as long as the diaries and stuff go, we've got goalkeeper diaries. I was thinking of, maybe working my way around the pitch and doing maybe left back diaries. Get a team full of left backs, right back diaries, center back diaries, all diaries considered. Any position on the pitch, making a full team of them and seeing how the cookie crumbles. If that's something that you guys might be interested in watching, of me handicapping myself even more on FIFA. Or I guess making it more difficult for myself to win matches. If that's something that you guys are interested in, do indeed let me know down in the comments. I will be gladly do that for you guys. But other than that, we are closing in on the end of this episode. You saw me buy a pack. I don't know why I did that. It was late at night. My reasoning and my thinking seems to go down late at night, but that's why I decided to sell everything on, and I ended up getting about 7,500, 8,000, maybe even 9,000 coins back from selling everything on, so really just a 6,000 coin loss, which could have been worse, but the next day, many more players have sold indeed as well, and that was this morning. That's why this episode's coming at you a little bit later. Adebayor made about 6,000 coins on him. No, Lito was the best player we got in the pack. Boo. Made about 4,000 or 5,000 coins on that Ben Arfa. And made about 3,000 coins on that Van Persie. So overall, we got it covered for packs. Still have that Balotelli yet to sell. So once he sells, we'll be buying a new strike force. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this episode, a like or a thumbs up is greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.